Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from a sortofinterestinglife.com. You're joining me in my mum's dining room of all places, and today we're going to have a review of this. At the front of our little bike selection here we've got this absolutely beautiful blue and orange creation. This is a Mango Bike single speed or fixed gear depending on how you have the rear wheel set up. Behind it is a proper 18 speed bike from Mango Bikes as well. But we don't want to just stand around inside all day. Let's get out onto the road and have a look at this bike in its natural environment. There we go, that's much better scenery. So I'm going to try and keep this video nice, short, sharp and sweet, as I've got plenty more biking videos to come very soon. So firstly, on the business end of the bike, as I've currently got it set up as a proper fixie, I've only got the one brake lever on the front as required by UK law there. The brakes and components and everything, as with my previous Mango bikes, are all absolutely spot on and they work exactly how you would want them to and exactly how they should. The wheel rims, after a good few hundred miles put in already on this, and down some very bumpy roads, and as many of you may know, I live out on a narrow boat, so have an awful lot of bumpy towpaths that sometimes literally have bits of brick sticking out of them, and the wheels and everything in general has stayed nicely aligned and very true, so that's obviously always a huge plus. Ultimately, there's nothing about this bike that I would say needs changing. It's absolutely spot on, and certainly for the money I think it's fantastic. As I say, it's set up currently as a proper fixed gear, so this side is the freewheel sprocket, and as we look onto the other side you can see there the chain is obviously on the actual fixed one. The gear ratio is absolutely fine, and I've done an awful lot of miles on this bike already, up and down hills, down bumpy roads and towpaths and goodness knows what else. So if you're using this as an urban commuting bike you're going to have very few problems, I imagine. The seat is a great improvement over previous Mango bikes of years gone past, and I also like the bullhorn handlebars on this as well. They're slightly different to the old style that Mango bikes used to do, but for me personally and my personal taste I think they're an improvement as well. Overall I really do think this is a great bike. I rode my Mango bikes fixie that I've had for goodness knows how many, well, must be getting on for 2 years now, for a very long time, and did thousands of miles on it. Then after that I was sent out an 18 speed Mango bike and this one together. I found myself going back to riding on this single speed one rather than the proper full 18 speed bike, because firstly I just love the simplicity of a fixie, but also the fact that you haven't got the extra weight and things like that of all of the cogs and general paraphernalia associated with gears. There's very few things to go wrong. It's just nice, straightforward and simple, and as I've talked so many times about Mango bikes in the past, that's why I've tried to keep this video very short and to the point, because I really do love them so much that they sent me some out. So yeah, all in all, these are the sorts of roads that I tend to do a lot of riding down. As I say, I live out on a boat, so my commute can change from week to week as I move around different places on the canal, but a lot of it is all of this sort of going through little villages and half country lanes, and I haven't had any problems at all, so I certainly can't complain. As I say, I bought a Mango Bikes fixie a long time ago and have put thousands of miles in on that, and as I didn't have any issues at all, that's why I kept doing videos and reviews as 6 months and a year passed and so on, and it basically was very much the same experience as I'm talking about now. Basically, a very good one indeed. As I say, there's a few little improvements such as the handlebars and the seat on this one, so as I can only really say, definitely gets the thumbs up, and check out my other videos because there's going to be a lot more of this bike in them. I'm hoping to start doing at least one cycling video every 2 weeks to go along with all of my boat videos and general outdoors videos, so please subscribe and check those out. As I say, feel free to subscribe, add me personally on Facebook and Twitter and all that sort of stuff. Feel free to like the Facebook page, and happy riding. Until the next time, farewell. Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from a sortofinterestinglife.com. You're joining me in my mum's dining room of all places, and today we're going to have a review of this. At the front of our little bike selection here we've got this absolutely beautiful blue and orange creation. This is a Mango Bike single speed or fixed gear depending on how you have the rear wheel set up. Behind it is a proper 18 speed bike from Mango